today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Stadium in Houston. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Cooper on the return.
Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Panthers.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Muscling free near the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
Everything you want in a starting quarterback in the NFL, especially in the physical category. If you have the idea that he's one of those rah-rah, spit-and-fire guys, he's not that at all. But he has a will to win that really the team picks up on, and they can't wait to follow him into victory.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, and that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Panthers 3, Texans nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own.
Well, here's David Johnson in the Houston offense yet again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's going to try and do this himself. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watson now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Block in the back. Offense.
Gotta walk out here, man.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ross Blacklock on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 27-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey, 45 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5.
Bridgewater's pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston set to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
At the 34-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless, barreling in for the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
That keeps the score Panthers 10, Texans 7.
Comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Watson. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards left on second down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that league, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. DeAndre Carter returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Panthers' 23-yard line.
Second and 7, Watson. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Panthers 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down.
On the carry.
1 yard is the gain, and it'll be 1st down Panthers.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, a 22. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Bridgewater again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Bridgewater's pass.
Seth Roberts there to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Sly on for the extra point.
Point after.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Joey Slide.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Houston set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Watson. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete.
David Johnson.
The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Results.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
Taken down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as he'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This for the lead in the final stages. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Houston. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here to tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now it's Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
Ka'imi Fairbairn.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Cooper on the return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.